White Sox hosting the Guardians, and the Guardians are minus 145. On the money line, the White Sox are plus 122, over under 9 runs. Both Cleveland laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 110, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2. While Chicago getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 130, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. Savale did not pitch against the White Sox this year, ironically enough. Last year, he pitched against them twice. 1 inning, no runs, no earned. They lost that game 2-1. He struck out 1. 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 10-7 in 11 innings. He struck out 2 in that game. That was in Chicago. They are 5-5 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 2/3 innings pitched and 4.6 strikeouts in his last 10 games. But if we circle back to his last 5 games, he's got an ERA of 1.2. He's averaging 6 innings pitched, and the Guardians are 3-2 in his last 5. In his last outing, he had 1 earned run and struck out 5. The game before that was 2 earned runs and struck out 3, 2 earned runs and struck out 2, no earned runs and struck out 9, and then 1 earned run and struck out 2. So seemingly he might be safe on the underside if you're going to bet for the K line for him. Now for Kopech, he pitched once against the Guardians this year, 7 shutout innings. They won that game 6-0 in Cleveland. He struck out 9 batters in that game. They are 3-7 as a team in his last 10. He's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched in his last 10 games and 5.6 strikeouts per game in those last 10 games. Now, in his last 5 games specifically, Chicago is not doing good. They're 1-4 as a team. He's got a 2.8 ERA, and he's only going 3 2/3 innings pitched. The last game that he went, 4 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. The game before that, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. The game before that, 4 earned runs, no strikeouts. 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. So nothing near what he did in the first game when they pitched against him. Head-to-head, the home team's on a 2-game winning streak. The home team is 5-5. Chicago's on a 2-game winning streak. Chicago is 6-4 against the Guardians in their last 10. The underdog has won the last 2 games. The underdog is 6-4 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 6-4, which generally means when the favorite wins, the favorite is winning by multiple runs. There has not been any 1-run games in their last 10 meetings. The under is 6-3-1, and the under 9 specifically is 6-1-3 in their last 10 games. So 6 games went under, 1 game went over, and 3 games hit 9 exactly, including the game they played today where the White Sox won 7-2. The game before that, the White Sox won 3-0. The game before that, Cleveland won 6-3. So there's those 2 games that hit 9 in their last 3 meetings. Now overall, Cleveland is 5-5 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game losing streak, and they are 2-2 in their last 4. Beating the Royals 8-3, then beating the White Sox 6-3, and then losing the back-to-back games to the White Sox 3-0 and 7-2. For the White Sox, they're on a 2-game winning streak, obviously. They are 3-7 in their last 10, 2-2 in their last 4. Losing 10-7 to Chicago, the White Sox, then the Cubs, forgive me, not the White Sox. Then losing 6-3 to the Guardians, and then beating the Cubs. Why do I keep saying that? Beating the Guardians 3-0 and 7-2. Looking at the stats initially, I was wondering why Cleveland was the favorite, and I understand Kopech pitched really well against them in his first outing. It's just he hasn't been pitching the same lately. So I'm going to take Cleveland with the money line. I'm going to take Cleveland laying the runs, and I'm going to go over just because I have a very strong suspicion this game is going to hit 9 anyway, and it won't matter. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.